Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another podcast episode of C&D Spill the Tea. Just a few quick disclaimers before we get into all the topics that we're going to be talking about today. This is recorded on Wednesday, March 3rd, because of scheduling issues and different things that we have going on throughout the rest of the week, and we'll be too busy to do it on Friday, say. So, also, we're going to be trying to go live next week.
Yep.
Yes, next Friday we're going to be trying to go live. So, and also all the information before this is, like we said, pre-Friday, March 5th. So, anything that happens through the rest of the week is going to be covered in the next podcast.
Yeah, so this will be posted after the final episode of WandaVision is out.
Correct.
We're talking about pre-final episode.
Yes, because WandaVision is going to be a reoccurring topic these next few weeks.
I mean, this is the last week. Well, I guess.
But yeah, we have to talk about it next week.
The next
too.
week.
Yes.
So.
And then we're also recording our reactions.
And then, yeah.
Yes. So.
And then after WandaVision is, I think there might be 1 week off, which is when we would talk about the past week, but I guess there would still be a week off for Winter Soldier.
Oh, yes.
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Because we'll also have that week off, right? Because
No, it's just we would have already talked about WandaVision the week before, and it would just...
Yeah, what I'm talking about is when we go on spring break.
Oh,
so
yeah,
we'll have
that's
to
a thing.
miss that episode. So we got next week, and then the week after that, and then after that will be, So in 3 weeks, we won't be live.
Sometime
in the future.
We will not... There will be a week we have off.
Speaking of which, let's start it off with some... news.
WandaVision.
Oh, WandaVision.
WandaVision.
We're skipping the Overwatch stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to WandaVision.
Never mind, guys. We're going to WandaVision. Start it off.
What? That is what I had down. What? Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Episode 8 took us... I don't think... I mean, it kind of had something to do with the Hex, but I feel like up until now... I guess there's been one episode where it's been in and out of the Hex, but it's mostly, it's either been you're in the Hex or you're out, and it's either or. But this, freaking Agatha comes in and is taking Wanda through her past to try and figure out what made her so powerful.
Yes.
Which, and it gave backstory on Agatha, and which showed that she was a part of the Salem witch trials.
Yes.
Which is kind of freaky,
yeah,
actually.
That's pretty crazy.
And I wonder if they're going to do anything with her mom.
I don't know.
She just kind of yeeted her mom.
We didn't... Wait, was that her mom that was put up against the post? Was basically the leader,
the big... Yeah, the leader of that little circle, that was her mom.
So what I found interesting was I thought it was like a townspeople and not really like a witch order.
Yeah, it was. That's what I thought it was at first. When the opening scene, I think it was the opening scene, came, she was getting taken to this post, and I thought it was townspeople going to burn her at the stake.
Yeah.
Pretty unfortunate. But it was other witches.
Yeah.
And I was like, and so she talked about her studying some other sort of magic.
It wasn't a dark. No.
Yeah, it was like
magic.
It was like a darker
magic
that is too powerful for somebody.
For them to control and really, be able to teach it to other people.
Yeah,
so.
It's like the forbidden spells in Harry Potter.
Yeah, kind of. Okay, yeah.
And so then the mom's all mad, and she ends up using this dark magic and kills them all, and that's why hers is purple and everyone else's was blue.
Yeah.
Why is Wanda's red?
I don't know. That's weird.
And I don't get, like, it has to be some sort of, I don't know if it's, I really don't know. I have no idea why hers is red.
We do know it's from the Tesseract, correct? Right?
Her
powers. No.
Not all of her powers. She was born with, because remember in the first flashback, the bomb came in and she stopped it? Or I don't think she stopped it. Right?
No, wait.
She protected them.
But I thought the bomb was a dud.
That one was, but the one before, while they were watching the Dick Van Dyke Show.
Okay.
She thought it was a dud, but upon going back and actually...
Oh, she realized it wasn't a dud, and it was really her that... Oh, wow.
Oh, I missed that.
Me too.
Little hand reaching out?
No, I didn't see that.
I did.
I didn't.
I saw her do that, but I thought it was just a dud, and they were freaking out over nothing. I didn't realize that it wasn't.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's nuts.
I missed that.
Me too.
Agatha took her there. She was like, okay, how did you do this?
Right.
Yeah, so where I got the Tesseract from, though, is when that one scene, when she went to go, like, it came out of Loki's scepter, and then just...
Which is the Mind Stone.
Yeah.
And it created...
Excuse me.
It showed a silhouette of the Scarlet
Witch.
I don't know why I
Yes.
found that so dope that they
That was sick.
they finally used the name
Yeah,
Scarlet Witch.
yeah.
Because she's like, this is just chaos. You must be the Scarlet Witch.
Exactly.
I thought that was really dope.
That was sick.
And I don't know why. But
I know why.
I mean, like, because up until now, she's literally just been using the name Wanda.
Yeah, Wanda.
And then Scarlet Witch, because, I mean, like, it's not like everybody else's name. It's not like Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Iron Man, Iron Man. Like, it's has a meaning to witches.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited to see what goes down.
Yeah. Okay. So, like I said before in the last episode, that I am a follower of the MCU, and I don't really know the lore of it, I guess you could say. Sorry for the voice crack. But
Lore.
yo, chill, okay? Don't roast me. But that's where so when I watch those episodes, I try to, comprehend those things. But at the same time, I'm not going to be honest, I kind of don't comprehend them.
Oh yeah, so I have to go back and do my own research because I don't have the knowledge of like Marvel going into it to get these little things. But I actually got as much as I could so we could be educated.
Correct.
So this is an article from The Wrap by Andrea Towers. It says and this is about who she saw in who the silhouette was.
Okay.
Because that is in question. Like
Yeah.
Was it her mom maybe, and that's where she got her powers, and it's like a pass down? We'll talk about this. We'd be inclined to say and believe that the person in the costume was Wanda herself, as shown as clearly been building towards the unveiling of her comic book superhero identity, which until now has never been mentioned in the MCU.
Yeah.
Which is really dope. I love her. I was super excited when they did the Halloween scene or Halloween episode because she had I love her costume.
Yeah.
The like horn things are so cool.
Yeah.
And up until now she's just been wearing like this red leather jacket.
Yeah.
And it's cool, but it's not like,
dude, imagine that, like when they like the tie-in with that, and they like after this episode we finally understand her full potential.
Oh yeah.
And then she has that outfit on.
It just goes ham.
It just goes nuts.
Ham.
It's gonna be so awesome.
I mean, clearly she's aware, or maybe subconsciously aware of Scarlet Witch, considering she had the costume in the Halloween, so she had to have known somewhat. But the most notable thing about this run is that retconned Scarlet Witch's origin story, which for many years was rooted in Wanda being a mutant and the daughter of Magneto. In Robinson's story, Wanda Mom was neither Magneto's daughter nor mutant. She was a powerful witch whose biological mother, Natalia Maximoff, held the Scarlet Witch mantle after Natalia died attempting to rescue Wanda and Pietro from the High Evolutionary. Her title was passed down to Wanda. So up until now, we've thought that, or at least I have. I mean, I'm sure there's people who haven't thought this, but I've thought that she was a mutant and she was a daughter of Magneto. But this clearly shows that that's just a whole different storyline, which also shows why fake Pietro and her storylines are so very different because they don't have the same parents or even opposites of the same parents.
Correct.
So actually they might. I don't know much about I don't think they do. In X-Men, Pietro is the son of Magneto, correct? Yeah. So that's a huge difference. That's a huge difference, though.
I love that, man.
But I just think that's very interesting that they're going in the way of the mom passing down the Scarlet Witch mantle. It gets me so psyched because they're adding a meaning to it. It's not just a superhero name. It's like means something. It
also has a lot of backstory with it too, because like we have the comics. Like I said, I don't read a lot of the old school comics, but at the same time, I know Scarlet Witch is mentioned somewhere in there, right? Yeah. So it's like, come on, that's common sense. And then just that, just tying in all that stuff like they did with Pietro. Like, come on, it's awesome.
It's cool. I thought it in they just did such a, I think cinematically it was just a really good episode. The going from each timeline, I thought the performance of, what's her name? Elizabeth is her name?
I think so.
Was really good. Like, just going from emotion to emotion.
Yeah.
Just, it's so cool.
Yeah,
just everything
awesome.
about it was good.
Well, here's my question. So, when she was approached by the Tesseract or the Mind Stone, right?
Yeah.
In that laboratory, the Hydra laboratory scene.
Mm-hmm.
Did she remember that first off, or did she just, like, as she went back, it came back to her mind kind of like...
I think she had forgotten, and it was kind of a recollection. Like
okay.
a recollection. That's not the right word. Is that? Recollect? Like,
We
she
could
was
use it.
remembering.
Yeah, we could use it. It's all
That's
right.
fine. We
This is
kind of
English class.
a click and remembering. I think that's what a
Yeah.
lot of it was. I think a lot of those flashbacks, because otherwise she would have just been able to answer the question, but she genuinely didn't know. And so going back and remembering and seeing things pushed it to her remembering. So I think she probably remembered bits and pieces clearly, because oh my gosh, what I loved about this episode is every single detail in each episode of the Hex meant something. Meant something, and it just tied everything together so perfectly. Like what show was which, and like she loved sitcoms, and so that's what it was. It's so good. It's so good. They did such a good job with it.
Oh, what I loved, or what I don't want to say I loved it. It's like when I saw that, and then I saw her emotion when she went to the house that Vision got the deed for. Oh, dude, I was so tore up. Like I almost cried.
I was getting teary-eyed.
Oh, it was so emotional. And then just to see that transformation of when she actually did the original Hex and just. It was awesome.
And
it was really awesome.
Just the anger and grief and
the anger, the sadness, all the emotions just came together and just finally exploded in her.
Oh, it was so good.
It was so crazy. But also, do we remember? I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is what I'm thinking of. When what's his name? Director Hayward?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He said that Wanda broke into the facility and took his body. But as we saw in that last episode, she didn't take the body.
No, she didn't.
She just walked, and she kind of used the stuff that was inside of her and made a vision, new vision.
Yeah, which some people think is because she had an interaction with the Mind Stone. She had some of the power of the Mind Stone.
Yeah.
And it went and went out. And so then she lost the power of the Mind Stone.
Yeah.
Which brings back in question, is the Mind Stone, did she just straight up make another Mind Stone? All right, no. Is it that she got the power from, I don't know if she got the power from when she interacted with it or when she broke it, I don't know. But she had to have had it somewhere, or else she wouldn't have been able to do that. It brings back in question.
That's true.
Is a Mind Stone back?
Oh my.
Did she just straight up make one? And did that make her lose the power, that whatever power she had of the Mind Stone, does she no longer have it? Because she used it to put back into Vision.
Well, I don't know if she technically kind of like lost it. I think she's weaker though, since she projected some of that energy out, and it's still like it's in front of her. But at the same time, she could be projecting off of that too.
What do you mean?
Like, so that energy's no longer in her, right?
Yeah.
So she can't really use it as a source, but at the same time, it's fueling her because it's like it's basically near her at all times.
That could, that makes sense. Which makes me wonder, because if that did make her lose the power of the Mind Stone, does that mean Vision is able to live outside of the Hex? I think he should be able to.
Facts.
I think he should be able to. If she used,
come on, Roman.
He said no. If she used the power of the Mind Stone that she had to recreate Vision. He is back.
With the Mind Stone, exactly.
He is there.
You gotta hop on this bandwagon, man. Yes.
What happened to Vision when he exited the Hex? He was falling apart.
Yeah, he was like getting sucked back into it.
But I just think that's because she wasn't letting him. Okay, I actually have an article about this. Right. Isn't that a nice little segue?
Coincidence, right?
So is Vision, this is from Andy Ortiz, also on the Wrap.
Okay.
Is Vision an illusion of the Hex, or is he real being created by somehow constituted version of the Mind Stone. Right now, we're learning towards some form of the latter. He has, after all, repeatedly demonstrated self-awareness and an ability to resist Wanda's mind control to the extent that he can even free other residents of Westview from it. And if he's alive, that means he could die again, which would be very sad.
It would be terrible.
He's died a lot.
Yes.
But I
R.I.P.
think he's alive, and I think if Wanda lets him out, I think that's what it was. I don't think Wanda was letting him out. And I don't think she was gonna let him out, and I think if she lets him out, because if we go into the after credit, mind blown, White Vision, okay.
Oh, dude, I forgot about that.
You forgot about that?
I did.
So the body.
Oh my gosh.
The old body of Vision, Hayward used to create White Vision, which is in the comics. He has a whole thing. Basically, he is what Vision was intended to be, a being that has no emotion, and he does what is statistically correct.
Yeah.
That's his whole thing, which can cause a lot of problems.
Yeah, exactly.
That's kind of what Ultron was. And some people do believe that Ultron will be the voice of White Vision. But
I'm not against that, honestly.
I am, because I think that'd be dumb. I really do. Because I think Ultron is a separate than that. So if they put him into White Vision, I wouldn't like that. It would make sense. I wouldn't like that, and I don't want that to happen. Could it? Yes, but
yeah.
Anyway, he White. Where was I going with this? Oh, he's in the Hex White Vision. Oh, they're clearly gonna have some sort of battle.
Oh yeah, of
obviously.
Course. Next episode. Wait for it.
But yeah, so White Vision is just Vision without emotion. So I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I think he can come out of the Hex, because this is where I was going. Sorry. White Vision was powered with something from the Hex, and now he's alive outside of the Hex because he was powered with something from the Hex. So if he can be alive through the power of the Hex outside of it, so can normal Vision.
Exactly. Okay. I'm a little more on that side now.
Okay. Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Picking up what I'm putting down.
I do pick up what you're putting down.
Okay, and this is another article from Phil Owen.
Mr. Phil.
I think Wanda, when she meets this new Vision, will, after they fight, thinking that they'll fight.
Yeah.
It's White Vision, yes.
Yeah.
This new Vision, after they fight, imbue him with his old personality somehow, meaning Vision will be back, though he won't be quite the same without the Mind Stone, and he might be more like Vision Jr. who is in the comics, in the sense that he would be a recreation of Vision rather than a revival of the older Vision. It'll just depend on how much of him is in the body and how much was in the stone, as they discussed in Wakanda back in Avengers Infinity War. Wakanda. So that is in question. Is Vision the Mind Stone, or is Vision the body? That's the question.
Wowza.
So
that's gonna be interesting.
And because if he's the stone, then the Hex version of him is the stone. Because he has the same personality. He may not remember everything, but he has the same personality, but not the body.
That's true.
But if this body doesn't have the personality, but possibly has the remembrance of everything because it's the same, I don't know. I think that could be interesting.
That definitely would. Do you think that we'll get like a longer episode since it is the last episode? Do you think we'll get like an hour premiere or something?
It's 50 minutes.
50 minutes.
Which means it's like 40. Because of the ridiculously long credits.
10 minutes of credits afterward.
It would be epic if they just didn't do that. If they just awesome. If it was like a present to MCU fans.
Because they have the show credits, and then they have the after credits, like the little sneak peek, and then they have after that more credits that your boring credits with no visuals and just a black screen and white text.
They're all boring credits to me.
I mean, well,
I had a little thing in my throat.
Little tea bubble.
Yeah.
So they have you have your your fancy credits.
Yeah.
With like the pictures and stuff.
Yeah,
That's what
okay.
I'm talking about.
And then it goes to the blackboard.
Yeah,
and
then,
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying.
And then, we have our little sneak peek, which I love those. Every single, like, Marvel movie after is, like, because in the beginning, when I started watching them, I didn't know they had those. And, like, some of them didn't, but some of them did.
The black credits? Oh, the after credits.
Yeah, the after credits, like, little
scenes,
sneak peeks, yeah. So, after that, I just kind of, like, all the movies I didn't wait in the theaters after, I went back and watched them. And then just afterwards, I stayed at the movie theaters, like, until they played it. And I was like, oh, I just love those so much, honestly.
Yeah, my dad has, it doesn't matter what movie it is. We will sit in the theater, and while my dad is scrolling through, looking it up to see if it has an after credit.
Same.
Yeah.
We're all in the same boat here.
I mean, even if it's like a Disney Pixar, like we need to, we gotta know what if
we gotta know
happens.
every angle,
and I think it probably stemmed from my dad's obsession with it. I probably stemmed from Ferris Bueller's Day Off with the whole after credit of what are you still doing here? Get out of here! What are you doing? Go home. It's over. Okay. That's WandaVision. That's pretty much everything. There's more detail you could go into, but I don't think we're educated enough.
Yeah, we definitely are not, because I said a couple dumb things already, like I usually do. So, but we'll move on to the next topic, which is basically this next little bit is going to be upcoming movies, and we also are going to talk about another upcoming event that we'll get into a little bit later. But right now, we're going to be talking about movie with Tom Holland.
Yes, Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley.
Nick Jonas.
And Nick Jonas, yeah. I think that was a recent occurrence.
Did you see the little meme with that? Or not the meme, but the little skit that they did? It was like, it's Nick Jonas. And like Tom Holland was
really?
like, it's Nick Jonas. You know Nick Jonas or something
That's
like that.
funny.
It was pretty funny. I saw it. I was going to send that to you, but I was like, no.
Wow. Okay. But Chaos Walking is starring Tom Holland and Daisy Ridley, and Nick Jonas, I believe, was rather recently. It was like some sort of clip was released from the movie that showed him in it.
Real quickly, do you want to give us a little bit of a description about Chaos Walking, if you have any?
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Excuse me. It's it's a movie where it sounds really dumb, but if you watch it looks really cool if you watch the trailers.
Yeah.
It's about a guy who's never seen a girl before, and you can hear his thoughts.
Okay.
That's the premise of it. And it sounds really dumb, but
I've seen the trailers, and it honestly looks good. And I love Tom Holland, honestly.
Yeah.
I love Tom Holland.
He's in everything.
Correct.
But that comes out March 5th, actually. So when this will be released, I don't know if you'll be watching it on March 5th.
Correct.
But that is when it will be.
Is it going on HBO Max?
Well, I believe it's in theaters.
In theaters?
Yeah.
Well, I know it's in theaters, but you know how like Tom and Jerry did their thing, and because Tom and Jerry's on HBO Max right now. And then Wonder Woman 1984, correct, was also on HBO Max, and I watched both of those. Well, actually, I'm watching Tom and Jerry still. Fantastic movie still, by the way. I'm just saying. Well, we watched like 40
it's a
minutes
bop.
Yeah,
it's a bop.
It's a bop. It's
Tom and Jerry's a bop.
Yeah, always a bop.
Yeah.
But like, if they did that though, I would
like
honestly watch that movie.
Yeah.
You know,
I want to go see it in theaters.
Well, my thing is, I don't go to the movies unless it's with my dad or with someone else. I would never go by myself.
Oh, me neither.
Yeah.
I'd for sure go with somebody.
Yeah,
That's sad. I don't like watching movies by myself anyway.
Yeah, that's true. My dad, though, I don't know if he's seen anything on Chaos Walking, so that's why I don't think he would go unless he I had to like educate him. And then my girlfriend, on the other hand, yeah, she won't care. Like, she's not into that scene really. It's like, I don't know.
I mean, it's an action movie. It's not like it has a bunch of lore
she's
behind
not really
it.
in action stuff
that
like
I know
that.
of,
Yeah.
Yeah, Chaos Walking out this Friday. This is sadly not a sponsored. Imagine getting sponsored by like a big movie. That'd be
tickets.
sick.
Just get free tickets.
Okay. Speaking of Tom Holland, this is going into more some gaming stuff. Uncharted is a gaming series.
Correct. They got
4. 4, yes.
Yes.
I think they have 5.
Nope, 4.
4?
Yep.
Maybe 5.
Uncharted.
I think
the first Uncharted, then Uncharted 2, Uncharted 3, and Uncharted 4.
And I think they came out with another one. Maybe I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
Kaparuski. They had the Nathan Drake collection.
I could be wrong.
That's just a collection of the 3.
Maybe.
Oh no, Lost Legacy.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't have Nathan Drake in it.
Yeah, but it is. There is 5 of them.
Yeah, 5. Sorry about that.
I was right.
Sorry
I
about
was
that. Hey, you have to catch his hands.
But it's starring Tom Holland. It's a movie. It's a movie adaptation of the PlayStation exclusive game series, which is coming out July 16th. I'm a huge fan. I mean, I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan.
I'm a huge fan of Uncharted.
You are?
Yes.
I'm a fan of Uncharted. I like the game. I like the mechanics. I've never gotten like super into it. I haven't played through all the games. I played multiplayer on 3. I've played through 4. So I do really enjoy the game.
Multiplayer on 4 was fire.
Really?
Yes.
At that point I was really into that's around the time where like Fortnite and stuff was out.
Oh, fair enough.
So I was into battle royales.
They released.
So I didn't get into that much.
They released.
What?
He was laughing at you.
Listen, it was a big game. You can't deny that.
Oh, Fortnite. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I was into it too. Mm-hmm. It was a big bop for about 2
I've
years.
spent way too much money.
And then it kind of died with Chapter 2.
Yeah, I mean it really died at like season 6 or something, but
No.
yeah, a little bit. Actually, no, because it was super hyped up until when with the whole
Chapter 2
circle
thing.
Okay. Oh, okay,
So-
that's fine.
So, I have played through 1, 2, 3, and 4 probably about 3 times each.
Really? So you'll probably be even more upset with this article. It's exact quote. Actually, there's a cuss word in it, so I will be paraphrasing that. But
Okay.
this quote from Tom Holland, which is very concerning. As soon as you start worrying about, this is from him by the way. As soon as you start worrying about, do I look good in this shot? Acting becomes something other than playing a character, which I agree with.
Mm-hmm.
I think there are elements of my performance in Uncharted where I kind of fell under that spell of being, I want to look good now. I want this to be my cool moment. I had to play this very tough, very stoic guy, basically be Mark Wahlberg. Why not just cast Mark Wahlberg then? My character is supposed to be a we're not going to say that, action hero in this moment. Look, I haven't seen it, so I don't know if I succeeded in that, but it was important. It was important lesson learned because at times it was less about land a mark and go through this scene and more about land a mark, stand like this, see my bulging biceps. It was a mistake and is something I would probably never do again.
That's one reason why I kind of was skeptical about Tom Holland doing it. I love Tom Holland as an actor. I loved him in, Spider-Man. Both of them. Okay, and
both of
them. I loved him in this movie on Netflix, like The Devil Walking or something. It's something like that. But he played in a couple different movies I just love as well. But I just don't see him as a Nathan Drake, man. I really don't. He doesn't match that persona. He doesn't match that character. Because Nathan Drake is all about,
Cool.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy. He's cool, but he's comedic.
Yes.
But he's comedic in a cool way.
Yeah, exactly.
Tom Holland is more known to be a little dweeby.
Yes.
But obviously he doesn't look like that, but that's his acting style.
It's,
Which I don't like being judged on my acting of what I've done in the past versus what I can do. So I'm not gonna go on to say that it's going to be bad because he did. Are you okay?
Down the wrong pipe.
Because he did too much. He did other stuff. But this is a very concerning statement.
Yeah, I understand.
For something that I was super hyped about. So
because
I don't know. How I feel
Nathan
about
Drake. Okay. If you see Tom Holland, he's a little
he's a little guy.
He's a little guy. He's a little guy.
He's a little guy.
I mean,
like jacked.
Yeah,
but
he's jacked, but he's little
in stature.
Yeah,
and he's more cut than he is.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So my thing is Nathan Drake in the video games. He is kind of. I think I want to say he's pushing 6 foot.
I don't know.
I want to say that. I was saying he's pushing at least 6 foot.
Okay.
And
camera angles though.
That's
so
true.
I mean that doesn't really matter.
It's also a video game.
Right.
But Tom Holland is not 6 foot. And, just that height, like...
I'm saying camera angles for the movie.
Oh, I thought you were talking about for the game.
No.
I was like, it's video game. Come on, man.
Camera angles for the movie.
Well, yeah, I guess that's true, too. But also, I can't see Tom Holland playing it. Because, he's big bulk.
He's a macho guy.
Yeah, but,
Not Tom Holland.
Yeah,
Nathan.
Nathan. I was about to say, I was like, wait a minute.
No. Tom Holland, Nathan's a macho guy. He's pretty manly.
Yeah, yeah. Mainly
That doesn't mean he can't
but
be goofy at times, but he is a manly kind of cool guy. Cool
it's like
character.
he just says something just completely off script, and then it just makes its way in the movie somehow,
right.
Because it's just it's goldfish. It's just something weird like that. Like honestly, like I just
goldfish. What?
Because on the Uncharted game, there's like some swimming scenes, of course. In the game.
Okay.
Yeah. There's swimming stuff. Like there's swimming parts of the levels and stuff. And it's just funny if he was just like, he was swimming. It's like, is that goldfish?
I mean, okay.
It's like, just stuff off that. Like, it's just,
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that's probably not going to be in the movie.
Well, of course it's not. It's just, I'm giving an example, Cole.
Okay.
See, this is why. That's why sometimes I don't speak, because I'm like an idiot right now. So.
Oh, gosh.
Don't look at me like that, Romani. Okay, listen, dude. Okay, first off. Stop.
Okay, moving on.
Calm
moving on. You wanted to talk about
okay.
Yeah.
Division.
Okay,
for everybody that does not know, which is probably a big majority of our fan base. So yeah. Division.
Fan base. Wow, going straight to.
Yeah,
we're famous.
We got like 700,000 subscribers. Like.
Oh, for sure.
Facts. So, Division is a video game. There is 2 video games in the series. It's Division 1 and Division 2. Whoa.
Whoa. Very crazy names right there.
So, it is a looter shooter, basically, where you go around and... What, you never heard that term?
I've never heard looter shooter.
You've never heard looter shooter?
I'm not saying it's not a thing, but I've never heard that before.
Okay, yeah. So, looter shooter is... My concept is that basically you go around... looting and killing things, killing different, bosses, people, but in that game, it's very
the best way to describe
tech oriented.
The best way to describe Division is if COVID went 10 times worse than it is right now and everyone went crazy.
That is true.
That's why the game now freaks me out.
Yeah.
Because I'm
so
scared.
Here, let me give you, this is a little description of the game. And I'll read this to you real quick. And then I also have, this is just quoting someone who also just talked about the Division. It's not really.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Here's a little description. On Black Friday in New York City, bioterrorists released a modified strain of smallpox called the green poison onto several amounts of currency bills. The results in this disease spreading rapidly, and before long, society in NYC has collapsed, resulting in the activation of the Strategic Homeland Division. The main focus of the division is to keep peace and restore society while government scientists work on a cure. Multiple factions rise up struggling to take control in New York City, such as escaped inmates called Rikers, cleaners who are mobilized sanitation workers trying to kill the disease on their own with fire. Mm-hmm. And if you've played Division 1, have you?
I haven't gotten too far into it, but yes, I have.
Just burning everything. Everything's on fire. That's just their whole thing. And then the Last Man Battalion, a private military company, initially hired by Wall Street millionaires that is now comprised of mercenaries and a few rogue division agents. The first wave of division agents were either killed off or went rogue by joining other factions. It's up to the second wave to make sure that order is restored. So you're playing as a second wave division agent, right?
Okay.
So as you heard, first wave was completely wiped out. Either they were killed or they went rogue. Mm-hmm. And basically they went against everything that the division stood for. They didn't try to protect the people. They joined up with these other factions and just completely went off their path. So
right.
They're making that into a movie?
Is that the description of the movie, or is that the description of the
game?
I mean,
okay.
It'll probably be the same.
Yeah,
really
same
close to
concept.
the same thing, but
I want to see where the setting will be. So in the first one, it was New York City, snowy New York City around Christmas time, right?
Yeah. Second
one was in Washington D.C.
I never played the second one.
Yeah, I played I'm still playing the second one.
Really?
Yeah. The second one takes place in Washington D.C. probably around the summertime. So I want to see where they put the setting off on the division.
I'm sure it'll be based around the first.
Yeah.
Well, I would hope there'd be some sort of conclusion to the movie. So I don't know, because if they do it in the first one, not much is concluded because it goes on to have a second one.
Exactly.
Correct?
That's true.
So if they made it about the first one, it'd be kind of.
That's why if they make it, they tie, probably
together.
that progression of where, they start out in New York City, right?
Yeah.
And they kind of do some efforts to, make that all the disasters in that city go down, and then they just leave.
Down.
I'm gonna knock you out. Okay, that's just what happened. But if they make those go down, and then they just move on to Washington D.C. or they move on to another part, that would be really cool.
Yeah.
Also, if they just focus it on snowy New York City, they did it during Christmas time, right? Mm-hmm. Because that game was just phenomenal that setting was just phenomenal for that game. Mm-hmm. So I think them moving in between those buildings and taking on different missions.
Yeah. And I'm sure that they're gonna take some creative liberties.
Exactly.
So
especially since Jake Gyllenhaal is gonna be in it.
Is he the star?
Yeah, I think so. More than likely. Have you seen the movie on Netflix?
Well, of course it'll have to be taking liberties because you make your own agent and then you go in. So this will be. This probably won't follow the story of the agents that you personally create in the division. It'll probably be about a agent.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
it'll be different.
Yeah, it would definitely be different. But it also starring, I can't remember her name. I thought I had it on here. But no, it's gone. But so Jake Gyllenhaal, and also this is going to be a Netflix original,
which is cool.
Yeah. So you just have to have a Netflix subscription. Don't really have to go to theaters. So.
Even if you don't really have to have a Netflix subscription as long as you can make up division@gmail.com and you get through like a month free.
That's true. You get a month
to
free.
Watch the Division movie.
And if it flops, you didn't spend any money.
Exactly.
So also this woman, do you know the movie Ava?
Yeah, no, I don't. Ava?
Yeah, it's like this. It's kind of like Atomic Blonde, or
don't know what that is either.
You don't know what Atomic Blonde is?
No.
It's a pretty fire movie.
I'll have to watch it. I haven't
well, Ava's kind of like an assassin.
Okay.
And
is that what it's kind of going to be, an assassin movie?
I don't know, honestly. But that girl that plays the girl named Ava is in it.
Okay.
She's like a redhead and stuff.
Gotcha.
So that's going to be a pretty good, I don't know. I think that's going to be pretty good.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Me too.
I'm excited for that movie.
No release date has been set for it yet, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like there has yet to be a. Are
you excited about it?
No.
Oh.
No?
You just don't like the vision?
I do. Here's what I don't like. I don't like any video game movies.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
That's true, I guess.
Looked at how they are put together traditionally.
I don't know. Lego Batman was pretty fire.
They have yet to make a good movie adaptation of a game. You have Warcraft, you have Assassin's Creed, you have Sonic.
Oh, that's
all
true.
Three garbage.
Actually, I liked Assassin's Creed, but definitely wasn't.
It wasn't.
It wasn't top tier. Yeah.
It wasn't. It was completely different than the
really
games.
Was.
And so, yeah, it was a good movie if they didn't call it Assassin's Creed because
Michael Fassbender.
because it was a good. I enjoyed watching it, but I was going in hoping to see them in and out of the Animus, and I hope that I said that right. And
yeah, it's the Animus.
But he was at this big thing, which was cool for what it was, but it wasn't the game. It wasn't the game. Obviously they had the Creed and whatnot. But
yeah.
It was
Creed
just
and the Templar Order, aka Abstergo.
Right, and they did so well on in the game story that it was just upsetting. Phenomenal. Warcraft, I've never seen it, but I've heard that it's garbage.
Yeah.
And then Sonic, he doesn't like it. And then Sonic was not good. I haven't seen it either. I won't because it looks terrible. But
it looks pretty funny. I watched a little bit of it. It was pretty funny.
Sonic is not as bad as it initially looks.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. It's not. It's not that bad. But it's kind of funny.
I have a 7-year-old, so
oh.
he went with me.
I mean, we actually.
I would like to watch it just because of what's his name, the bad guy, who plays the bad guy.
Oh, Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, what's wrong with me?
Jim Carrey's amazing.
I love Jim Carrey, so I would watch it for that. But that's really it. I don't have much. But speaking of games, you wanted to talk about the studio behind the Division is making a game.
It's a open world Star Wars video game,
which they've done before in Star Wars: The Knights of the Republic.
Oh yeah.
And then they also have an MMO, Star Wars: The Old Republic.
Yeah.
But it's been a hot minute since those came out, so I was really stoked to hear about this.
Yeah. So when I actually seen the first, just description or the idea released behind this, Excuse me.
You're fine.
First idea like released behind this, I immediately like, and just days prior to like before I found about this initially, days prior I was like, dude. So, what I initially said right before reading this was, man, you know how awesome it would be, especially now, if they made an open world Star Wars game and you travel
Right?
between the planets like Tatooine.
I think that about that
the
all the time.
Mustafar system.
I refuse to accept. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're the developers. I don't care if you're their number one fan.
exactly.
Jedi or Star Wars, what is it? The Fallen Order?
Fallen Order.
Is not open world.
It's not.
It's not.
It's
There are
not.
levels that you can run around on. It
Yes.
is not open world.
It is not at all because there's not really much exploration on that.
There's not. The exploration is going back through the level.
Exactly.
You can't go find something that the level doesn't even have you
Exactly.
near. Which is what I love about.
It's like
open
that's
world.
the point. That open world is like, you go off on your own little binge. You don't have to go through the story mission to actually
Exactly.
go, find other stuff. So I love Jedi Fallen Order. Don't get me
It's a
wrong.
good move. It's a good movie. It's a good
Good
game.
game.
It's a good game.
It's a phenomenal game, honestly. I loved it. And
I haven't finished it, but from what I played, it's a really
You haven't
I'm-
finished it? It's okay. I bought it for my dad like last Christmas. He still hasn't even got past the first level.
Oh,
So we're good.
I'm like halfway through.
Actually, no, second level. He's still on the first world.
That's sad.
Like not the not where you fight the
Yeah.
the
I got you.
Inquisitors and stuff. Yeah.
Not super far into it.
And I liked Fallen Order. I liked Battlefront 1 and 2. But I refuse to believe that that's the
classic Battlefronts are better.
That's true. That is a true statement. But I refuse to believe
Cryptocurrency sucks. Sorry.
it's true. I refuse to believe that the best that we can do is Star Wars Battlefront, Star Wars Squadrons.
Squadrons looks terrible.
Yeah. Roman, you played it, haven't you?
Is it good?
It's okay.
It looks too hard.
It's just, I don't know.
It looks like it's too
I'd get
much.
too bored. Bored.
I'd
get too
be
bored.
too bored
Exactly.
while trying to do too much. I'd be
Yes.
like, ugh, I have to turn this on. Ugh, I have to touch this. And I like third person flying. I think if you can switch from third person to first person, it's cool. But I do prefer third person piloting in games.
Exactly. Battlefield, per se. Like, you could switch between first person and third person.
Even just the other Battlefronts.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I forgot about that. I
Yeah.
can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
Silly goose. But
What a silly willy.
I saw Squadrons. I was like, okay. Now, is there going to be...
The idea of it was cool, but there wasn't enough.
Yeah,
there wasn't enough in the game.
I feel like they lagged. I feel like they came up short a little bit.
A little bit.
And it's just, I haven't played it, but
Neither have I, but it just looks like that.
I just won't play it.
Yeah, I won't.
See, like,
And that's a problem
Yeah.
within itself. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I'm a huge Star Wars game
Exactly.
fan, and I have no interest in touching
Exactly. I saw it on the store, and I was like,
it. Is it VR? Because that'd be cool.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
is? Okay, so in that aspect.
that's a little better.
Yeah.
But my thing is, though, is it VR and regular?
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So that's
Yeah,
I just want to stay away from it.
Yeah, but anyway, Star Wars open world. You have some stuff about it.
Exactly. So this
A
little
lot of stuff, huh?
yeah, this is just kind of like repeating itself because they just brought up the same article 5 different times.
That's fair.
but that's EA for you.
That is.
It's like transaction within transaction. So, also, the engine that was behind the Division is also going to be in this game.
Okay.
It's going to be in this open world Star Wars game, which is called the Snowdrop engine.
Which, I do like that because Division is a good open world
Oh,
game.
dude, it looks good.
Which, yeah.
Yeah,
And
especially on these
clearly
new
it can
consoles.
handle a bigger map.
Exactly.
So that's, I that is nice. That is nice. But
Ooh, excuse me. I gotta stop drinking it so fast. Yeah, so, and then this little article right here is just covering what I said about the whole thing of the Battlefront and the Squadrons.
Yeah.
This is from The Verge. This is an article on The Verge, and this is what EA said. We are proud of our long-standing collaboration with Lucasfilm Games, which will continue for years to come. Our talented teams have created some of the most successful games in the history of Star Wars franchise, including Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, yes, Star Wars Battlefront 1 and Battlefront 2,
Yeah.
Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes, and Star Wars Squadrons. We love Star Wars, and we look forward to creating more exciting experiences.
wait, so is this not EA?
That's what I was about to say. They are going to be you know, how Star Wars Fallen Order,
Yeah.
you know, was not really made by EA, right?
Right. But, I mean, that's like it
But-
says they were behind it right there.
They are bringing in other studios of other games, like of other Star Wars games, right?
Right.
So it's just going to be a collaboration project.
EA will probably publish it.
Yes.
You're having another company produce it.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I had a little
So does
tidbit here.
that mean that EA won't have as much say in it?
I wouldn't bet on that.
I hate. Oh,
How much EA I love EA games that they produce are so fun.
yes.
But why do they have to ruin them with cryptocurrency?
I don't know.
understand.
It's like
it's so obnoxious.
it's Call of Duty, technically, because like Call of Duty just became pay to win over the years.
Mhm.
Because like, you know, battle passes and then like
Is
supply
Call of
drops.
Duty EA?
No, I was just talking about
comparison,
like the,
comparison.
yeah. So it is, you know, they have their supply drops in Black Ops 3. Actually, no, Advanced Warfare started off with the, you know, the jetpack era. Yeah. No, I can't say the jetpack era was bad.
Garbage.
I liked it actually.
Garbage.
No. Okay, I like.
So bad.
Okay, I won't say it that far. I can't say that far because I actually like them. I like boots on the ground. Don't get me wrong, but I like that. You know, the fast pace. You know, jumping very high in the air.
But okay, just imagine that you can't have boots on ground in Warzone.
Yeah.
They had to move away from that to get to Warzone.
Yeah.
So,
Well, I'll show. But real quickly, we'll get into the Warzone in just a bit.
yeah.
Okay, because we have a little talk about that. But right here it says, earlier this week, Disney rebranded its game division to Lucasfilm's Games for what it described as a new era. Since then, the company announced not only Ubisoft's Star Wars game, but also an Indiana Jones title from Bethesda Studio Machine Games.
Okay, pause, rewind. What did you just say?
About
What studio?
Bethesda? How's it? How am I
It's
supposed to say?
Bethesda. Bethesda?
Oh. Hey, you can't make fun of me, okay?
I can when you
No,
say
you
Bethesda.
can't. Listen here, Miss Natalia. When it's Natalia.
Okay, is that what it is? Natalia?
That's what you had right down in the article.
Okay,
So,
that's
don't
yeah.
come
I
at me,
couldn't.
bro.
I still Bethesda's rough.
Listen, okay. I thought there was an E there. My bad.
I mean, there
but-
is an E in Bethesda, but
I mean,
not
Bethesda. Listen here, okay, man.
It's okay.
Yeah,
Continue.
sorry. Yeah. So, Indiana Jones game. What do you think?
From Bethesda, you said?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it potentially could be good, but in my opinion, Bethesda needs to get their priorities straight and release Skyrim 6. Skyrim 6. What's wrong with me? Elder Scrolls 6. Sorry.
no.
They need to release Elder Scrolls 6. Just because that's really the only thing that's working for them right now.
Fallout 76.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about that.
Throw that right into the bin.
But Fallout 4 was
Fallout 76.
garbage.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 was a good game. Fallout 3 was probably their peak. Then Fallout 4 was good. 76, what was that? And then ever since then, it's not been great. So I think before trying to go into completely new things, which I mean, I guess Indiana Jones isn't really new. There's, they have a really big starting point, but they just need to release Elder Scrolls 6. It's not coming out for multiple years still, which is so frustrating because that's all their fans want.
Yeah.
If anything, it'll get their studio kick-started again because they can't be doing well.
Nope.
They can't be doing well. So, because they don't have much online.
They are?
They're doing from what?
They got bought out by Microsoft.
Oh, crap. I didn't know
dang.
about that.
Oh, rip Bethesda. That's
Oh no, it's great.
That's a-
They not only do you have the capital of Microsoft behind them, but they are pushing, especially if you're part of the Xbox ecosystem.
yeah.
A lot of their games have been pushed into the Xbox online service.
Yeah.
So you have access
Wow.
to a lot of that stuff.
Now that I like.
That's, yeah.
But that's why Microsoft bought
Speaking of which, Xbox,
push them
I don't like Xbox. Don't get me wrong. But they
I don't like Xbox.
I don't.
Just let me make that a statement. I don't like them.
I don't like it.
But
they have a pretty good deal. The Xbox Game Pass.
Xbox.
Xbox Game Pass is pretty
Yeah, that's
freaking
true.
crazy, man.
It's super cheap.
It is
and
really
for
cheap.
just tons of games.
Tons of games.
And you can just cancel it whenever you want. If you
Yeah.
just aren't playing any games at that point in time, you can just cancel them.
They should sponsor us too.
Oh yeah,
They should. Hey,
Xbox
Ramon
Game
uses like Microsoft.
And
I
we
can't
just lost
speak
the
today.
sponsorship.
Rewind.
There it went. Okay.
Yeah, well, we play a lot of games. He plays a lot of games through his Xbox Game
Yeah.
Pass. So
Yeah, and I was playing a lot of Gears for a while, and I was playing Master
I want
Chief
to play
Collection.
Gears, like the newest Gears, so bad.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah,
But okay, so talked about all that. I just want to go back. Last week, we skipped over it. I completely spaced it. A little back on Overwatch 2. I don't actually have it pulled up right now. Whoops. A little back on Overwatch 2. A big thing that they announced, which I completely spaced, was their character model changes.
Yes. Oh wow.
Yeah, they're cool. Stay. Keep on
Holy.
the first one. Keep on the first one.
first
'cause
one?
We're gonna talk through. So we can see an overview of Widow.
Well, you guys can't see, but we can.
Yeah, they can.
Oh, they can?
Yeah.
Are you popping them up?
Yes,
oh,
sir.
Okay. All
Yes,
right,
sir.
sir. Let's go. Let's get it.
So as you can see, you have Widow, Reaper, McCree, and Farah all right there. At first glance, you can't really tell much. I mean, you can see Widow's braid, which is different. A little Reaper looks a little different, but if we go down, there's actually a ton more that I didn't go in depth in all of these because this is the only picture I really found of them. So who do we got? We got is it
Lucio,
Bastion, Torbjorn,
Reinhardt, Mercy, Tracer, Winston, and May.
yes,
And then McCree, Widow.
Yeah,
and...
with the other
Whoa, that Reaper design looks sick.
I know, dude. So
Holy.
before we get into that, my question for the overall one is Bastion's hat, is that like his base skin, or is that a skin for him?
It's probably a base skin.
Which would be kind of cool. I think that's a very Bastion thing. I wonder if it's like because there's going to be another Omni Crisis that he's kind of trying to hide.
Of course there is, though.
Yeah.
Like you said last week.
But so you can't really tell. You can tell in later. Reinhardt looks sick. He has, he's got that full beard going on, which is really cool. You can see some differences in Torbjorn.
You can tell he aged.
He's got Reinhardt, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You can see some subtle differences in Tracer. That picture doesn't. It's hard to focus in on, but next we got the next three. Closer look at Widow. Okay, she just looks sick. She looks very updated, very assassin-y. The hair,
aesthetically pleasing.
it is.
Yeah.
Her hair looks so much better.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah. Like those braids. Yeah.
It's because I don't know. I don't know what about it, but she looks clean. She looks really good.
Looking at the McCree one, he looks more bulky.
Okay, I don't know if you can tell. He has a full beard now.
Oh my gosh, he does.
He looks so much better.
That's crazy. I didn't even see that.
I hated how he never had a full beard, but he has a full beard in this, and I think it looks great.
Like those beards with, like people that have just a stash and no beard.
Mm-hmm. I mean, oh, yeah, stash, no beard. It's ridiculous. Puts mask on. But,
okay, let's get into it.
You can his little red thing. They actually talked about when they were going through it. They talked about his red cloak kind of being his. They wanted to keep it, but they kind of wanted to alter it a little, so that was cool.
Yeah.
Reaper looks sick. He's got those bionic arms.
Yes, sir.
He just looks so much more
Reaper's
menacing.
a dumb character, by the way. I can't stand him.
He's kind of annoying to play against.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
But if you can see his face mask was their big difference.
Yeah, I can see that because it used to be just like
it was a
hood.
white.
Yeah,
it was like
the
bone.
Punisher symbol.
It was like a bone. Well, the mask itself I don't think is much different, but the color it was a bone, and now it's like a metallic-y kind of metal-y look, which is cool.
Oh yeah, true. I didn't see that. Sorry.
If we keep going down, we got Tracer, Lucio, and
this Tracer
Genji.
looks way better.
She does. I don't know what about it does.
It's just that Genji.
Yeah.
Holy,
Yeah.
is that the base skin?
I think, yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, his sweatshirt, his like hoodie sweatshirt thing, and like the sweats looks really good.
That really does.
Lucian's hair, sorry, I play too much League. Luccio's hair looks really good.
Oh wow, that is cool.
Yeah, it's got like a glow to it. He looks a lot.
He looks hip.
Super futuristic,
Yeah.
kind of hip. Yeah. Well, you're not for saying that.
We're getting called out on the podcast, man. It's the second time. I haven't said anything to you. I'm gonna go home and cry now. I'm gonna fill out a bully report.
Oh yeah, this is recorded. If we keep going on, we have the new maps. One is Rome and one is New York. This was their big ones that they were excited for. They didn't talk about if they're fun to play, which is my biggest concern. But they did talk about how
Those are pretty nice, though.
They're cool. They look really nice.
Rome looks like that one Capture the Point map. I don't know the name of it, but it has that same.
Well, Rome looks like Rome.
Oh, really?
The place
With the Colosseum.
Yeah,
But it kind of looks like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get that
It has
vibe.
that little that wall like around or the
Oh yeah,
Dome.
like the place that I jumped into the water.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
I think that was Italy.
Yes.
Facts. Yeah, exactly.
Come on, Roman. Stop jumping in the water.
But
homie.
the other one is Grand Central Station in New York, which is really cool. Super excited about these new maps. They look great. I didn't have the overall view of them, but if you go back, Rome looks super futuristic. They fixed the Colosseum kind of thing.
Okay.
So that's cool. And if we keep going, first looks at the new character.
Wowza.
Yeah. So that gun you see. Oh, so first I'll talk about this for a second. Reinhardt, as you see in the second picture. I don't know if you guys are seeing this right now. Yeah, you'll see. I'll talk about it in a second. But her name is Sojourn. Sojourn.
See. So
Sojourn.
I saw that name and it was with the picture, so I was like, "Are those two maps?"
Nah, Sojourn. That's her name.
Yeah. Okay.
Her gun. Okay, so you can see. So her face. Let's talk about her face. She looks pretty dope. She's got like some metally robotic stuff going on there. Her hair.
Who
is
else?
cool.
Who else has that? Someone else
Has what?
has that aesthetic on their face, like with the biotics into it. Is that Torbjorn or?
I'm not sure.
Oh crap!
I'm not sure. But
Oh, it's Symmetra.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I got you now. So the second picture is you got McCree standing in the back. This is a look into the story mode, I believe.
Yes.
This is a little snapshot of the story mode. You can see McCree kind of
gonna be sick.
with his new look. Then if you see on the
chilling.
right, Reinhardt has got that big beard that I was talking about. It
Yeah.
shows it there. He's got a bun. Looks sick.
Santa Claus.
You can see like the top of her gun. Looks really sick. And then if we go down and we look at the actual gun, you can see her arm is like connected to it.
Oh yeah, that's crazy.
So I'm assuming she doesn't have an
I
arm.
think it's like a plasma cannon.
It's like from gameplay, it was like either a machine gun or like a laser cannon that did a ton of damage.
That's what I thought.
And it was like a
laser too.
kind of thing.
That's cool.
Yeah. So it's like you gotta be good and you gotta hit your shots with her.
Yes.
Which is nice that they're not putting really easy to play people in.
Facts.
I mean, bad for me, but nice for me as well because I don't have to play against everybody playing her. But yeah, also Junker Queen. It was seen T-posing, which is possibly a new character called Junker Queen. I don't know much about her. I think I saw she had an axe. But yeah,
Reinhardt's wife.
And you mean Roadhog?
No, Reinhardt.
Reinhardt. Why would Junker Queen be the?
She has an axe.
Oh, well, Junker Queen's like in the Junkrat Roadhog.
Okay, yeah.
Family of
I know. I was just junk.
Yeah, the Junk family. The Junks. The Junkers.
The junkers.
The Junkies. Well, that's
Oh god.
that's completely different.
Let's cut that out.
So, yeah, there's that, which they all look sick. They're doing such a good job. Not with the release date. Still mad about that, but they're doing a really nice job with
all the character design,
the
and
look
the look.
of
Yeah.
the game.
Okay. Yeah, I feel that.
Looks good. And then Warzone, going back to Warzone for a hot second. Warzone Season 2 has zombies, which is kind of going back to Blackout. Blackout did have zombies. And
oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah,
and they're kind of
Blackout was Black Ops 4. Black Ops
4's take on Battle Royale.
Which was it's pre-Warzone.
Yeah.
Garbage game. Fun at first, not good. Not fun.
I'm not gonna say my opinion.
You like it?
Yeah.
You like Blackout? Not well made.
Black Ops 4 is my favorite game.
Oh, Black Ops 4 is a good game.
Okay.
Blackout's not.
No, Blackout.
It's not a good battle royale.
I think I about broke my controller 3 times.
Yeah, there's too much. There's too much there. They've tried to put too much in the game.
Yeah.
Whereas Warzone simplified it and did really well.
Honestly, that crossover though, that the combination of Cold War,
so sick, crazy. Really? You don't like the Cold War in Warzone?
Okay. Modern Warfare lost its replay value now. So with different Call of Duties, you were able to go back and play those, and it's like it'd be their own thing. But now they're linked.
The only thing that's linked is Warzone.
Modern Warfare is the leveling system too, because Modern Warfare levels off of Warzone were the same, and then now since they're linked, they're leveling off of each other the same way.
Yeah, the leveling's the same, but the gameplay in Modern Warfare itself and Black Ops itself, really maybe the leveling's the same, but the only thing where they really collided in was Warzone, which is its own game.
Yeah, which brought in the Cold War guns too, which also were broken.
But that's not in the main game. Modern Warfare.
Yeah. It's not in the multiplayer or anything. But just
so it is replayable. Because it's Warzone's.
Sorry, I should have said that was my opinion, I guess. Because I went back and played it, and it's just after that, it didn't feel as,
feel the same. Yeah. I can understand what you're saying.
It really didn't.
I can understand what you're
The
saying.
Warzone, okay, so the Warzone and Cold War thing was my only problem with it. Warzone, I don't like anymore because
I haven't played in so long, but it's well made.
It is.
It's just at the point where everyone sweats and it's just not as fun.
And then also the Warzone. Okay. Also, the Warzone things, like the incorporations with the weapons, were broken. Thanks. Yeah. But the zombies mode is basically kind of how Blackout did it, where, zombies would occupy an area, and basically you get stuff.
Yep. Which is actually a map from Black Ops 4.
Correct.
Zombies, the boat.
Yeah.
It crashed into Verdansk, which is cool.
That's cool.
Yep.
And then lastly, we're going to talk about esports.
Yes.
So this is recorded on Wednesday, as we said, March 3rd, and we actually have a competition tomorrow, Thursday, March 4th.
Yes.
First Overwatch competition, and
we're gonna get beat.
No, we're not.
I have faith, but
we do have.
We're
faith.
gonna be honest here.
We're gonna be trying hard. We're also gonna be practicing time before that. So,
we are.
Yeah.
You're not.
I may be able to make it. Okay. I may be able to make it now, just because I did some little time calculations. Yes. So that's basically it.
Yeah. I think that's it. Just excited to play some Overwatch competitively.
Yes, and
get the full team together because we have yet to do that.
Yes, we do.
How did Forza compete this week?
They did not. They were not ready. We still are having issues with functioning Xbox IDs.
Oh, of course. That's
Microsoft.
Right. Yeah. So.
But yeah, I think that's
really it. We're just waiting, and I'm excited to do that and just see how the scene is with esports and with school leagues and stuff.
Because it's completely different from Rocket League, which is what you've done in the past. So I'm really excited because it takes a lot of communication.
Yes, more than Rocket League, and just
very team based.
Yes.
Which Rocket League is, but it's also like you have to pull your own weight, which in Overwatch you do too. But it's more of team communication.
You need to work with your team. You can't take a point by yourself.
Right.
Yeah.
You can't just go. You can't try and win the game for the team. It's really is a game where you're only as good as your weakest link. So. Which our team has definitely seen.
Yeah.
Every practice when we have a random. It's horrible.
It's awesome.
But
yeah. So we're just excited, guys, and we'd like to thank everybody for stopping by and watching this episode. Next, make sure you tune in for next week, where we more than likely will be going live. We want to say around 3:00, or do we just? 3 o'clock?
3 o'clock. Yeah.
So make sure to subscribe and turn on your post notifications just to be notified when we do send that notification for when we're about to go live and for when these future videos go up. So thanks, everybody. Once again, I've been David Strand.
I've been Cole Jason Adams.
And with our producer, Mr. Romine, say goodbye.
Later.
Peace out, guys.
See ya.